Cassie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're a seasoned subscriber. Today, we are going to be talking about the worst luxury items to invest in. Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie. I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably going to love it here. So head down there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Guys, are you ready? Let's go. Don't come here if you want to know about stocks and shares and all of this business, right? Is your FTSE 100, something or other, bonds, okay? When I'm talking about investment pieces, I am talking about luxury items that if you were to sell them in a year, 2 years, 5 years' time, that you would at least get what you paid for it or more. Now, luxury items in general hold their value much more than their non-luxury counterparts. I'm just going to tell you about the pieces that, as far as I'm aware and from my experience, don't hold their value so much. But I am somebody who doesn't base their purchases, their luxury purchases, on investment value. I really don't. My main thing is, am I obsessed with it? Yes. But some people really do want to factor that into their decision. They might want to buy something with the knowledge of, if I'm not that into it in a year, will I get my money back so I can buy something else kind of thing. So that's why I'm doing this video. Also, there are always exceptions, okay? There are always like standout pieces in each of the categories that I'm going to be talking about that completely defy everything I'm saying and, hold their value a crazy amount or whatever. So I will touch on some exceptions that I just have at the top of my mind, but in general, that's what I'm talking about with these categories. So kicking us off with category number 1, shoes. Generally, shoes really don't keep their value, no matter how hot the shoes are. I think an aspect of it is that with shoes, they show their wear a lot more. You could wear a pair of shoes twice and the underneath could look like you've worn it for 3 months without stopping. Honestly, I wouldn't even consider investment value with shoes at all. Now, exceptions off the top of my head for shoes are limited edition, very specific ones. Also sneakers. The sneaker resale market is like a completely different beast, right? But if we take something like the Dior Jordan sneakers, they're selling for 10 times the RRP, and it's just ridiculous because the quantities were so limited, they were so hard to get, blah, blah, blah. It's this once in a lifetime collaboration, right? That the other one is Yeezys. Fair enough, the resale value isn't like astronomical, but they're still selling them for more than they are to buy. In general, do not buy luxury shoes with the thought of them being in any way an investment piece. The second category, tech accessories. Technology moves on so fast that by the time luxury brands even come out with cases for the items, it's already been a while, right? Like it's already been like a year or whatever. Then by the time you buy that case and then you move on to a different model of your phone or AirPods or whatever and it no longer fits, you put it on the resale market, everyone else has moved on as well, okay? You are not going to get anything near what you paid for that item. Phone cases, stuff like that, sort of designer collaboration, headphones, all of that business, don't bother. Category number 3 is jewellery. Now I did want to touch on costume and fine jewellery on this. Costume jewellery wise, the majority of the time, it doesn't hold its value at all. There are specific, the only brand I can think of is Chanel, specific Chanel earrings that loads of people are after, they can't find anywhere, that manage to keep their value or can go for a lot more than what they are in store. But the majority of costume jewellery, no. It really doesn't keep its value. Going on to fine jewellery, again, if you take something like the Cartier Love Bracelet, firstly, again, wear shows pretty easily with scratches and stuff like that. So already the value is just... Cartier does have price increases, however, you're not going to be able to keep that item in good enough condition to be able to then sell it after a price increase and get at least what you paid for it back, right? Does that make sense? As in, if I'm going to buy a Cartier Love Bracelet today, I wear it for a year, I decide I no longer want it anymore, it's got scratches and everything else, the condition already means that I cannot charge, that close to what I paid full price for it. And also, it's only been a year, So the price increase that would have happened would have been for like maybe like a couple of hundred. You're not going to make that back. You might get, you know, decently close, but you're not going to make the same or more. Category number 4, my favourite category of items to buy. Seasonal bags / specific bag brands. Let's talk about seasonal bags. In general, they don't hold their value much like their classic brothers and sisters. A big part of that is because it's the classic items that the price increases go up on, right? It's so much easier to compare. If I bought a classic Chanel flap today, in 5 years' time, I'm going to make money on that if I want to sell it because the price increase would have gone up at least 5 years, blah, blah, blah. With seasonal pieces, it's not that easy to compare because there's only one of that kind a season. So they don't necessarily tend to keep their value. But the other thing is that, again, there are exceptions. For example, like that all-pearl Chanel flat bag that like everyone was trying to find. There was limited quantities, it was hard to find, blah, blah, blah. Odd pieces like that you'll find on the pre-loved market for very close, if not the price they were sold or more. Now, when I talk about specific bag brands, there are specific bag brands that always go in the sale. YSL, Valentino, off the top of my head, there are more. Givenchy even goes in the sale sometimes. Those bag brands don't buy for investment purposes or with the intent that you're like gonna sell them and you want your money back or whatever, right? So just keep those in mind. Keep a lookout for the brands that you see in the sale. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Have a look, if you're like perusing through Black Friday, have a look at the brands that keep coming up in the bags for sale section and just make a mental note. If you want to buy stuff for investment purposes, maybe you want to steer away from those brands, you know? Category number 5 of worst luxury items to invest in is ready to wear. Once again, I don't actually know the specific ins and outs of why they don't keep their value, but they really don't tend to. If we even take something, I'm trying to think of like the most classic luxury ready-to-wear piece, that's probably going to be like a Chanel little black jacket, you know? Doesn't keep its value. You can go in Vestiaire and you can buy it for half the price that it would be buying it brand new from the store today, you know? Might not be the exact same one, it might be from a style a couple of years ago, blah, 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 but they just really don't tend to. The final category of worst luxury items to invest in has to be sunglasses. Do not buy sunglasses with the intent that they are going to keep their value, okay? Here's something. A lot of sunglasses brands are also available on like reputable, and by reputable I mean that like they're genuine, sunglasses sites online, right? So even like Dior and stuff. If you go on their sites, they have sales on these items, sunglasses that wouldn't go on sale in like the store. If you sign up to a newsletter, you can get a discount off, you know? So they already do sales and discounts on these sunglasses from the get-go. Apparently on the pre-loved market, nobody wants your secondhand sunglasses for anywhere near what they were. If we even take, for an example, you know those Dior Crystal Cat Eye sunglasses that I think are glorious? They in store full price are like just over £1,000, okay? I can find them online for $850, and that is without doing any legwork or scouring. I just type in the product code, a website comes up that sells sunglasses, it's genuine, blah, blah. So already you can kind of tell that if somebody is literally selling it for already cheaper than it is at the store, then it's not an investment piece. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this video and the categories I mentioned. Let me know if you can think of any exceptions. I'm going to link to another video here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye, guys.